guys, welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians, and welcome to our second Friday special. Last week we started posting 2 videos on Fridays. We listened to 2 of the Play for Change songs, which were very fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed them. Today we are listening to 2 of the Neil Young songs back to back. It's not a request, we just figured it would be fun to do that. These are kind of like a sequel. I read all about them. They were very interesting, but I haven't listened to them, and I don't think you've heard them either. So they're gonna be first listen, but I just wanted to have some backstory about these 2 songs back to back because the names are fairly similar. So we're gonna do Harvest today by Neil Young. I am very excited for that. We did 2 Neil Youngs on this channel. We can put the link, and after these 2 we definitely can go ahead and make a playlist on all the Neil Young songs that we did.
Well, I am also very excited because since the last time that we listened to Southern Man as my first Neil Young song, it's still on my playlist and I still go very often to listen to that, and I really love it. So I'm very excited to hear today's song.
Okay, yeah, I am excited too. So this one, apparently he wrote this song once when he was much younger, and then Harvest Moon that we're gonna listen to later, it's gonna be like 20 years apart, but there are very interesting facts, including the fact that the backup singers are the same for both of them, which they are Linda Ronstadt, which we made a whole playlist on her. I can put that link.
Yeah.
And James Taylor, I don't know if you know him. I just know one song from him, so maybe that can also be on the bucket list for us to listen to him. They are both very famous singers, so it's interesting that both of the backup singers came back 20 years later and did it again with him, and the lyrics are somewhat related, but I would say let's go ahead and listen to it and kind of figure it out, because I also have no idea how the arrangement and instrumentation is gonna work together. So here we go.
Did I see you down in a young girl's town with your mother in so much pain? I was almost there at the top of the stairs with her screaming in the rain. Did she wake you up to tell you that it was only a change of plan? Dream up, let me fill your cup with the promise of a man. Did I see you walking with the boys, though it was not hand in hand? And was some black face in a lonely place when you could understand? Did she wake you up to tell you that it was only a change of plan? Dream up, let me fill your cup with the promise of a man.
Well, that was exactly as I hoped it would be, because in our first Neil Young video, which was the Southern Man, I told you that this song has this feeling of, I don't know, when you some music, there is a feeling that when you really want something, and you really, this feeling of really wanting something and not getting it, and you're not begging but kind of begging to really want to have something. This feeling, this is one of my, I also told in that video, this is one of my favorite feelings in a music. It doesn't matter if it's a classical music or other kind. And this also has this, I don't know what they do, because it has nothing to do with the lyrics necessarily, but I don't know what is it, a range of the frequency that they use, or it's like the notes that they use, like coming from down to up, or like, I don't know, take the notes and then go down a little at the end. I don't know what kind of thing they do, but this feeling of really wanting something and not getting it, I really love, and I can also hear it in this, which I really love. And I have to say that with this kind of music that is on a little slower side, but not like slow music, it's like the average tempo, and it's like this, like crazy metal or rock or something like that, with this kind of music vibe. This voice color that he has is my favorite kind of voice color that I want to hear on this kind of music. I really enjoy that, everything about the song.
Yeah, I totally agree with the voice color. I don't know if it's just the color, but also I think the delivery and the way that he sings, especially certain parts, it like automatically sounds very fragile, very vulnerable. Like it's not so confident, like I'm comparing it to, for example, like as you said, like a lot of like rock songs that we listen to, and then like you can definitely, like, it's a difference in not just the voice color but also the character that they're showcasing. I'm sure like he has the ability to just change the character as well, but I love that in this song it's just very, very vulnerable, very laid back, but at the same time fragile, and yeah, a little bit, yeah, on that side. So I feel like it really fits the character and the lyrics of the song, because obviously he's talking about not being able to harvest love, which is very, I feel like it's a very beautiful metaphor that he's talking about, but also, yeah, and then all the like insecurity, and then the, yeah, everything like matches perfectly with his voice character a lot. And I love the fact that since the lyrics are in that direction, I love the fact that the arrangement is also like on the simpler side. There's not a lot going. I think it's just like a guitar, but I also love the like I think we had it like 2 or 3 moments of like little other instruments, like a touch of them or a glimpse of, like, I think it was a bass or something, or maybe a synthesizer that we heard. I have no idea, but it was like a little something in the background that you could hear it. That was very interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to the second half of the song.
With the promise of a man. Well, I see you give more than I can take. Well, I only harvest some. As the days fly past, will we lose our grasp or fuse it in the sun? Did she wake you up to tell you that it was only a change of plan? Dream up, let me fill your cup with the promise of a man. Dream up, let me fill your cup with the promise of a man.
Wow.
Interesting, because despite the fact that the music, like the outer layer of the music that you hear just like that, just with hearing and not really deep hearing, active hearing, is completely repeating itself, like the guitar or the harmonies or the tempo, everything, you know, it's like completely repeating itself. But the thing that it usually repeats in every other song, that has like a couple, like 3 4 notes, or maybe more, or like a melody, and then it repeats in this kind of songs, it repeats itself, is the bass line. And you know, you can hear a pattern in the bass line. But at this case, it's exactly opposite. The whole other things are repeating itself, but the bass line is actually, I mean, I didn't listen to it the whole song. I didn't focus on the bass line, but towards the end, I was like, let's hear deeper and like other layers. And then I was hearing that, oh, it's interesting that actually the bass line doesn't do the typical thing now, and it's more like it's playing more various or different kind of melody, different kind of notes, or melodies, and unexpected like notes.
All right, so we took a moment to look at the lyrics, because I think from the little bit that we heard in the song, they were so beautiful. So we were so curious about how they are. And the more I read them, the more fall in love with them, because they are like almost like a storytelling to me, but also not obvious. It's just like there is such a vagueness to the lyrics, because just it, like every line that you read, it implies something, but it's also open to interpretation. Even from the first one, that is just, okay, maybe it's that, maybe, okay, that means you saw somebody. But then as you go on, and then about their relationship, they're growing, but there is such sense of uncertainty, even in the lyrics. I mean, we talked about his tone and how like his delivery is kind of fragile and like vulnerable. But even the lyrics alone, as I'm looking at them, it's just like, I want to do something, but I also am not sure. And then it's like, it just gives you a little sense of hope if you're on the receiving side of it, but at the same time, it's not that promising. So I feel like that's why it makes so much sense that he wrote the sequel. And then I haven't heard that or listened to that either. We haven't, but I know a little bit about like that is mostly about like love being like mature, like like loving somebody as a mature man, compared to this one, which is like you're growing up and you're kind of entering the adulthood and like facing all of these like commitments, or like basically loving somebody and then promising this, and all these themes that we usually hear. But it shows that it's coming from like somebody that is not certain about themselves, and it's just like what's real and what I'm promising are like two different things. So that's very interesting, because it's very intimate and it's very real, but at the same time it's kind of like it has like a haunting vibe to it, especially because like paired to that kind of like pattern of the arrangement, and it's just questioning. It's just like everything is like up in the air and it's just a question mark. So yeah, that was very interesting. And I don't want to get into like one by one of the metaphors, but I mean the whole title is like a metaphor, first of all, or it can also be, I don't think it has, I don't know, maybe it has also a second meaning of actually harvesting things, but I think it's mostly talking about something in a relationship, harvesting like love, or like something like not physical. But there is so many like every one of it, one of the lines are like have such beautiful metaphors. It's like just like a poetry. So it's very interesting to actually dig deeper in the lyrics. I'm so happy that we did that. It was so, now I want to go listen to it again one more time, but like having the lyrics in my mind, and it's just enjoying it even more. So I think that was it. We're just gonna leave that an open-ended story, and then we're gonna go listen to the Harvest Moon right after this, and we're just gonna conclude our thoughts in the second video. So make sure you come back at 11 a.m. US Eastern Time for our second part of this video. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel as well. If you want to support us more, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. We'll see you very soon. Bye!
Bye!